Good morning, everyone. I'm getting ready to go to Home Depot. I'm sitting in Home Depot. The kids are still sleeping. My husband is still sleeping. But I'm getting ready to go. I want to be there as soon as they open so I can get in and out. Yeah, in and out. That's the goal. But yeah, I'm going to get some more worm casting and some wooden stakes to stake a couple of things and make some trellises for some things that I want to grow vertically, like my cucumber and maybe my squash. So yeah, we're gonna do that so I can go ahead and start seeding up some of my fall crops that I probably should have already started, but I haven't. But we're gonna get that done today. So I'm gonna take you guys with me to do a little quick run to Home Depot. Okay, shh, don't tell my husband. But no, I'm gonna just run in there real quick, grab a couple things, and head on back and get started with planting up things that needs to be planted for this fall coming soon. It's already about to be the end of July, and August, September, start getting cool a little bit. Fall will be here before we know it. But yeah, go ahead and definitely get this started today so I won't be behind like I was on this season. So yeah. So I completely forgot to record once I got in the store. I tried to stick to my promise, get in and out, which is what I did. But nevertheless, we are back home and we're getting ready to start on my morning garden task along with some other things that I want to do. So one of the things I'm getting ready to do is restake this cucumber that I have growing up this closet, this pole that I got out of my closet. I like to upcycle and recycle things that I already have versus going out and buying and spending a bunch of money on things when you already, can repurpose the things that you already have and make it into something useful. So that's what I'm doing. I'm restaking this cucumber so it can start to grow itself up the stake. And at first I was going to try to reuse a closet rack, but I didn't want to damage the roots of the cucumbers already because the rack was pretty big itself. So I just went ahead and reused this stake where I can just drop it right down in the corner and it can start trellising itself up. So the next thing that I'm doing here is a morning routine of mine. I go through and walk through the garden and check all of the plants to see how they're doing. Check for bugs on top and underneath the leaves because I don't really use any pesticides or spray my garden with anything. I'm trying to keep this as organic and clean as possible. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, going through, checking, helping the tomatoes self-pollinate by shaking them a little bit because they are self-pollinating, but I just go through and shake to help them out and just walk around and see what needs to be done as far as weeding the in-ground beds and just to, get a feel for things and see what needs to be done and what doesn't need to be done. So what I'm doing here, I'm just helping my sugar baby watermelons pollinate. I do see a few bees, but not as many. So just in case, so the fruit doesn't go to waste, I just go ahead and just pollinate the fruit on these sugar baby watermelons, and it's been doing good thus far. So I'm just pulling back the flower petals on the pollen producing male flower. I'm just going to open up the female flower, which produces the actual fruit itself, and just dab the pollen all around in the flower. Just dab it all around. Just get as much pollen in there as I can. And after that, I'll just try to close the flower back up a little bit, and voila, it's pollinated. So I have two male producing pollen flowers right here. One, you can tell the difference between like one that's dying off and one that's, you know, has quite a bit of pollen in it. So you want to use the one that has quite a bit of pollen in it versus the ones that's turning a little brown and doesn't have as much pollen in it. I'm trying to show you guys, it's not as clear, but yeah, use the one that has the most pollen in it, so you know that you get a 99% chance of, you know, pollinating your fruit. So right here, I'm showing you guys one of my summer squash. It has this beautiful white vining on top of the leaves. It's not powdery mildew because underneath there's no white. But yes, as you can see on the actual fruit, it also has this white vining, speckledy look to it, just like on top of the leaves. And I can't wait. They're so beautiful. I'm so ready to watch them grow as they get bigger. And then the gardening tasks come to a stop because I have to tend to this little one. Good morning. Morning. Close. You say open. Open.